All right, so we'll do the first oil change under my ownership of the Camaro here. So we'll just loosen the oil fill cap for now, and then the engine cover will have to come off once we're ready to add. We'll just leave that. We'll pull the dipstick up a little bit, and since I don't know how tight this oil filter is, I'm going to go for that first, because if it's crazy tight, we drain all the oil from the plug, but we can't get the filter off, you know it's going to be a problem. So I see it there, it's the blue filter. If I get my body on the driver's side, oh, you know what? I may have a good grab at this. I still don't have a strap filter wrench, which I should get. I just got the claw here, the oil filter pliers, and the exhaust is right near the filter, so be careful of that. It's hot. So hopefully, oh my gosh. No way they helped me out and they didn't over torque the oil filter. But it's true. So far, this guy's moving. My oil fill plug is over here. Looks like I need something like a 15 millimeter. Probably a wrench will be good. Got the tools in the Beetle. And I just got the car home, so everything's still hot. When I had to work at the Ford dealer changing oil at first, it was the worst because oil was piping hot coming out of all these cars. Always trying not to burn yourself, you know, was the challenge. But now I can take my time. But I'll get that started there. Oh, it's looking nice and clean where the oil filter spins onto. The old gasket didn't get stuck. And now I got up my 15 millimeter socket on my 3/8 ratchet. We'll see. Okay. Just a little bit of grunting and this and that. But we got it to break loose. Okay. Not too bad. See how the threads are, because I remember on the Beetle I had to replace the drain plug because the threads were a little iffy. Go a long ways with our pan here. See if we can't catch most of it. Boom. There we go. Oh, that's hot. Yeah, oil doesn't look too old, but better safe than sorry, like I said. So get the new oil and filter in there. So I got I got my 2 jugs here. That's a Mobil1 5W30, and I just got an extra oil filter for next time, but I got the M1-113A there. And of course we got the lathe if we need to make up anything. I think I'm gonna put the stock airbox on because the filter came in. This is the filter and the part number here. The only thing is the tubing. I'm gonna need to do something because they have threaded fitting into the K&N cold air intake, and the tubing sits over there. But I'm missing the plastic attachments or clip-ons because I was watching a video and they go right into here onto the stock airbox. Something's supposed to clip into that hole, and then the other part clips onto the vacuum line that sits right behind the coil pack on the passenger side. So we'll see if I can't make something work, or if I gotta order a new line for that, whatnot. Or I could just put on the new K&N filter. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know how much this actually does, you know? It's just a stock engine, stock exhaust pretty much, so I don't know if that's really doing a whole lot. And is it a true cold air? Because it's, how good does this seal to the hood? And you got a gap there and a gap right in there. So I don't know, to me it's probably sucking in hot. engine bay air, whereas the stock filter is enclosed in a box. So you guys tell me. I'll do some more research on it, but we'll just keep going on with our maintenance. The drain plug looks great. Threads are great, so we'll put this guy right back in. Just make sure to thread them in by hand all the way, and remember, it's a steel bolt going into an aluminum pan, so do not over tighten that. Because I had it on a 2013 F-150 truck, I only had 2 threads left after people had over tightened the threads way too much over so many oil changes, and I was the one to strip out the oil pan, unfortunately, so we had to drop the whole pan and drill and tap new threads in it. That was not fun. Laying on the shop floor, dropping the pan on a cold hard floor, even with a piece of cardboard, was the worst. All right, we got that in. We got our new filter in, and let's go add. Okay, I'll give you a mileage check here. Oh, and if I 108,524, if I key on, supposedly all I gotta do is hit the gas pedal 3 times. Or maybe not. Maybe that's only when the service light is on, and then to reset it. So I don't know if you can do it before it's reached its interval. So anyways, I'll just ignore that. I'll go by my own intervals of 5,000 miles like I always do. And we'll start this puppy up because we gotta check the oil here. Press clutch to start engine. That's what I did, big boys. And I'll check for leaks and I'll check the level.